Montreal's pothole crisis. What's really going on? Imagine driving through one of Canada's biggest cities, dodging craters left and right like you're on the moon. That's everyday life in Montreal right now. People call it Montreal or straight up Pothole City. And this winter, 2026, it's hit a whole new level of bad. Montreal is Canada's second largest city, vibrant, full of culture, history, great food. But its roads are a disaster zone. Every spring, drivers zigzag like they're in a video game just to avoid blowing tires. This year, it's worse than ever. In early February, the mayor herself, Soraya Martinez-Ferrada, hit 2 massive potholes on Notre Dame Street. 2 flat tires. Her car had to be towed. She called the situation catastrophic. Residents are furious. One driver said she has had 8 flat tires since Christmas and spent thousands fixing her car. The numbers tell the real story. Since January 1st, 2026, the city has received more than 4,200 reports of potholes through 311, the non-emergency municipal service line. That's a record. In just the first month, that's about 1/3 of all the reports from the entire previous year. January alone saw around 3,800 to 4,200 complaints, 5 times higher than the same time last year. So why is this happening? It's a perfect storm. First, the weather. Montreal winters are brutal. Temperatures drop way below freezing, then shoot up, then drop again. Freeze-thaw cycles. Water gets into tiny cracks, freezes, expands by about 10%, cracks the pavement wider, then melts and leaves a hole. This winter, there were at least 17 of those cycles early on. A warm spell in January made everything worse. Roads thawed, water seeped in, then froze hard again. Potholes everywhere. But other cold cities like Toronto deal with the same weather, and they don't get hit this hard. So weather is a big factor, but not the whole story. Second, the repairs are not holding up. In winter, crews use cold mix asphalt, quick and works in freezing temps, but it is basically a band-aid. Those patches last maybe 2 or 3 weeks before they pop out again. Permanent fixes need warmer weather above 10 degrees Celsius, so we're stuck in this cycle of temporary patches failing fast. A recent city audit found nearly 40% of local roads are in poor or very poor condition. Between 2022 and 2024, they only managed to fix about 3% of the worst ones. Contractors often bid low, then do surface level work without fixing the real problems underneath, like old pipes leaking or weak foundations. Fix it today. Potholes back tomorrow. Third, there's a history. Montreal's infrastructure issues go way back. The Charbonneau Commission around 2011 to 2015 uncovered serious corruption in construction, bid rigging, mob ties, companies using cheap materials on purpose. SO roads would break faster and they'd get more contract. Quebec road building costs are still about 30% higher than the rest of Canada, partly because of that legacy. Even though things have improved since then, the damage lingers. Weak oversight, deferred maintenance, political decisions that don't prioritize roads. It's all added up to a massive backlog. Finally, money and willpower. The city is spending about $684 million on road work in 2026, up from last year, but experts say it's still not enough. Labor shortages, competing priorities, and not enough long-term investment mean crews can't keep up. The Auditor General has warned that current spending levels put safety at risk. So what can be done? It's not hopeless. Better materials exist, freeze-resistant asphalt mixes that last longer. The city could invest in those, plus better tracking with GPS and apps so repairs are faster and smarter, stronger oversight on contracts to stop any leftover shady practices. MORE funding, maybe from federal or provincial partners. Design roads that handle climate change better with more volatile weather. Get residents involved. Report potholes right away through city phone line 311 or the app. Every report helps prioritize fixes. Bottom line, Montreal's pothole crisis comes from harsh weather we can't control, plus human stuff we can. Poor repairs, past corruption echoes, chronic underfunding, and not enough urgency. It's fixable, but it needs real political will and smart investment. Until then, Pothole City sticks around. If you are driving in Montreal right now, stay safe out there. Report those holes, drive slow over rough spots, and maybe get that pothole insurance add-on. Let's hope next winter is smoother.